All right, today we're getting behind the wheel. But hey, this isn't about passing a test or, finally nailing parallel parking. This is about something way bigger. It's about a total shift in how you see the road, about going from someone who just operates a car to a smart, thinking driver. Look, we all get it. Red means stop, green means go. But the difference between a pretty good driver and a truly great one, it's not just about the rules you follow. It's about the hazards you see coming. It's a whole different way of processing the world from that driver's seat. It's all about thinking ahead, not just reacting to whatever's right in front of your bumper. And that brings us right to our first big idea, becoming a thinking driver. Before you even turn the key, the most important part of your drive is actually already started. It all comes down to the mindset you choose before you even think about pulling out of the driveway. This really breaks it down perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the reactive driver, and come on, we've all been there, right? Totally fixated on the brake lights of the car right in front of us. But on the right, that's our goal, the thinking driver. Their vision is way wider. They aren't just watching one car, they're scanning the entire scene, predicting what that cyclist over there, or that pedestrian, or even the car 3 lengths ahead is going to do next. And this whole process starts before you even move an inch. So think about this scenario. You're mad, you're in a hurry. Are you really in the right headspace to drive? A thinking driver knows their emotional state can be just as dangerous as bad brakes. They make that conscious choice to take a breath and get focused before they put the car in drive. So, once your head is in the right space, it's time for part 2, mastering your machine. The idea here is to see your vehicle not just as a hunk of metal, but as your co-pilot. Every little check and adjustment is part of a critical conversation you have with your car to make sure you're both ready for a safe trip. And that all starts with a super simple pre-drive ritual. Just 3 steps. First up, your seat. Get yourself positioned for total control and make sure you're at least 25 centimeters back from that airbag. Second, the head restraint. And get this, it's a restraint, not a headrest. You want to align the top of it with the top of your head to help prevent whiplash. And third, your mirrors. Adjust them out until you can barely see the side of your own car. This one move drastically shrinks your blind spots. It's a game changer. And of course, that responsibility goes way beyond just you. Just look at this number for a second, 71%. A correctly installed and used child safety seat reduces the risk of a fatality by that much. That's not a suggestion, it's an absolute non-negotiable for any driver with a kid in the car. And here's another one that should really make you stop and think. 1 out of every 4 people killed in a car crash wasn't wearing a seatbelt. It literally takes 2 seconds to buckle up, and it is the single most effective thing you can do to survive a serious crash. Period. Okay, so mind is ready, machine is ready. Now for section 3, decoding the road. The big idea here is to stop seeing signs and signals as just boring rules. You need to start seeing them as a language, a communication system that was designed from the ground up to keep everyone alive. And a really key phrase in this language is the stale green light. A thinking driver doesn't just see a green light and go, cool, green. They recognize when that light has been green for a while, which means it's about to become a hazard. It's a warning sign hiding in plain sight. So, how do you spot one? Well, there are 3 main clues. First, if you didn't actually see it turn green yourself, you should just assume it's stale. Second, take a quick glance at the cross traffic. Is there a huge line of cars waiting for their turn? And third, check out the pedestrian signal. If it's flashing don't walk or it's got a countdown going, you can bet your green light is on its last legs. Time to get ready to stop. And, oh, the 4-way stop. This chart makes one of the most confusing situations super simple. The order is clear. Whoever gets there and stops first goes first. Easy. If you both get there at the same time, the car on the right has the right of way. And if you're facing each other, the driver going straight gets to go before the one turning left. See? It's a pretty straightforward system designed to prevent chaos. All right, this brings us to the absolute core of everything we've talked about. We've covered the mindset, the vehicle, and the rules of the road. Now, let's pull it all together into the one strategy that really defines a thinking driver. We're talking about the See, Think, Do loop. This is your smart driving superpower. I mean, think about it. Steering, accelerating, braking, those are just mechanical things anyone can learn. The skill that's actually going to save your life is mental. It's this constant active loop of seeing, thinking, and then doing that keeps you ahead of the game, not just reacting to it. It works in 3 simple steps. First, you see. And I don't mean just looking out the window. I mean actively scanning for hazards. Things that block your vision,
conflicts over space, anything that looks like a surprise waiting to happen. Second, you think. You take what you've seen, you assess the risks, and you choose the safest way out. And third, you do. You put that solution into action by controlling your speed, steering, or signaling to others. Okay, let's put it into practice. You're driving down the street, and you see a really common sight. A city bus is stopped up ahead. A new driver just sees a bus. But a thinking driver asks a better question. What's the real hazard here? And here is that loop in action. First, you see the bus, not just as a bus, but as a giant vision block. Then you think. The real risk isn't the bus itself. It's a person, maybe a kid, darting out from in front of it where I can't see them. So you take your foot off the gas and you cover the brake, meaning you hover your foot right over the brake pedal. That simple move slashes your reaction time and gives you a much safer cushion of space. See, think, do. It's that simple.
So let's wrap all this up with one last question. We talk all the time about awesome tech like airbags and anti-lock brakes, and they are amazing. But what is the single most important safety feature in any car on the road today?
It's you. It's always been you. All of that amazing technology is designed to save you after something has already gone horribly wrong. Your job, as a thinking driver, is to use that see, think, do strategy to make sure things never even get to that point. The ultimate safety feature isn't made of steel or silicon. It's the focused, proactive mind behind the wheel. And that's how you truly master the road.